In this episode, we're going to take a look at plot annotations and measurements. I already have a design open and one of the views in plot mode. The plot annotations are the tails below the fixtures showing the channel, patch, and circuit information. You can select plot annotations by double-clicking on them or by using the Select Only Annotations shortcut. Once the annotation is selected, you can adjust its position by enabling plot adjustments and then moving it to a desired location. You can also rotate it as needed using the rotation anchor. Plot annotations are not available only for fixtures, but any object. So let's take a look at this truss, for instance. At the moment, it's not showing any annotation, but I can change that. If I go to the properties of the truss, to the plot section, there is an annotation property. Here I could label the truss Truss1. You now see the Truss1 annotation appearing at the center of the truss. I can double-click on the annotation and then move it to the desired location. There are two more properties available for the annotation of a truss. That is the option of showing the type of the truss, in this case an FD34, as well as showing the dimensions of the truss, in this case 3 meters. Another useful way of adding information to your plot is by adding symbols. You can find the symbols in the library, and I'm going to use a couple of illustrations. The first one is the warning, which you can drag and drop and place anywhere in your plot. I'm also going to insert a rigging point. As with any other object in Capture, I can add an annotation. So if I have a specific instruction for this warning, I can type it into the annotation field. So in this case, I might want to warn that this truss is heavy. And in the case of the rigging point, I might have a numbering system that I want to use to label the rigging point on the drawing. Let's take a look at measurements. Measurements are also added by drag and drop from the library, where you will find the distance and angle measurements. I'll drag a distance measurements into the drawing. As you can see, it comes in with a predefined dimension, but what you would typically do is double-click on an end of the dimension and snap it to the edge of an object. This way you can easily measure any dimension and have that measurement presented on the plot. The actual dimension is written automatically at the center of the measurement, but this is an annotation, so I can double-click on it and adjust its location if needed. Measurements also have an option available to change the precision. By default, it rounds up to the closest centimeter or inch, but there is a full precision option which goes down to the millimeter, as well as a decimeter and feet option for more coarse measurements. The angle measurement works similarly. This also comes in with a predefined size and angle, which I can easily adjust by double-clicking on the end handles and moving them into position. And as with the distance measurement, the actual measurement is an annotation which can be moved to another location as needed. Thanks for watching.